What's going on, guys? It's Frank, and here we've got the a best of 3 in the Frank and Algorithmore Stormgate tournament. Number 1, Cluck the Irish. So yeah, we've got you, who's our blue celestial player, and Wriggle, with the Hexen here, is our red infernal player on Secluded Grove. We're in the round of 16, and whoever wins this is going to be going on to the quarterfinals. So best of 3. May the best player win. So we're going to see the Hexen being pretty annoying here. I think surging that, surging the Therium Purifier, just to make sure that the Prism gets a little bit of an extra move speed boost. Arc Ship comes back to heal up that Prism, and nothing of consequence was accomplished. This is kind of like the Zergling Reaper dance at the beginning of a TVZ in StarCraft 2, where like, yeah, you have to dance the dance, but like, as long as both players know what they're doing, is anything going to come of it? Maybe not, but still, it's mandatory. It's a little bit of action. It's nice to see. Wriggle throwing down a 3rd shrine before getting any army units out on the map. We see Plague X is coming out before there's a single Gaunt on the map as well. Actually do kind of like that. There we go. Here's the first couple of Gaunts. They're probably headed straight for the... Wait, was it the... Yeah, headed straight for the health camp. And that's probably where the Hexen's going to rendezvous with them so they can get that health camp going. Ascension Matrix coming out of you here. That's a sentence I never thought I would say. There's an Ascension Matrix coming out of you! But it does finish up, and instantly we're going to see Recall starting to get researched. Surged up Starforge, so we're going to see pretty quick Vectors coming out soon. Getting that health camp first is going to be really nice. These the Vectors aren't the most durable units in the game, so having a little bit of passive regen would be nice. And the entire army of the Infernals needs passive health regen, so they both kind of need it. They both kind of prioritize it. It's never bad to have, and you get resources, so why would you not take it? Looks like Vision Camp's going to be next for Wriggle. What is you going to be getting up to? All right, another Clown Cave going down there. Are we going to see Reaper's Rush coming out anytime soon? I don't think we will. Yeah, it's not even started on the research yet. I think that Wriggle is just focusing on getting more, just getting more units out, getting a bigger army out, and then possibly being scary out on the map. Okay, Brute, Cabbage, please, please. Oh well. To sleep, perchance a dream. Going for the energy regen camp next, and holy construction. Bob the Builder over here with all the imps. That's not accurate at all, because Bob the Builder survived all of his construction projects. The imps can't say the same. Now that the intrusive thoughts are in, I'm wondering what the final construction project was for Bob the Builder, and if that was the reason that he's just not a show anymore, you know? Not obeying those OSHA guidelines. Anyway, that should have been an inside thought. Hexen casting a skull to go over and recapture this Vision camp, but the Vectors are going to be pressuring this 3rd before any of the production structures can come online. We're seeing great infests here by the Gaunts, and the Gaunts do... Technically, they do bonus damage to the Vectors, but the Vectors have nearly 200 health. And, yeah, the Gaunts are doing a bonus 2 damage. Yeah, 8 damage flat against 2 light, so... It is 25% more damage against light, so it is good. The Gaunts themselves, though, I don't really like where they're at in the game right now. I get that they're a tier 1 unit, but it just feels like they are bad at killing everything. And they're there as just like an infest paintbrush. They're there to put infest on stuff. So that way like fiends can pop out and then soak up hits, and then the actual damage dealers are the Hellborn and Magmadon. Yeah, we're nowhere near Molten Touch for the Hellborn yet. But I guarantee that's coming out soon. Do we see a... No, still at a Greater Shrine. It's not even on the way yet. Tier 3 isn't. A couple of brutes come forward to slowly try and rescue the meat farm, but it's not going to work. Wriggle's still not supply blocked yet, but he might be soon. Alright, more infest being applied to these vectors. You know what? Actually, I need to look this up. The range for the ground attack. Okay, so they do have a longer range for attacking air. Not by much. It's only 7, but that's still pretty good. It's still pretty good, even if they are just implying infest. No, not the barrel farm. It's where the Infernals get all of their barrels. All right, the Magmadon starts stomping and then immediately reverses direction. Oh no, Vectors, where are you going? You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a single fiend come forward and attack those oozes just to force the fight against the Vectors. The Vectors are going to chill here though, and really take in the scenery. I think Secluded Grove was one of the prettiest maps, even before Stormy Isle of Dread and Day and Night Titan's Causeway. Or I forget, is it Day and Night Secluded? I think it is Day and Night Secluded Grove. Alright, vectors. This is a lot of vectors. 142 supply of vectors versus the, it's not exactly a box art army for the Infernals, but it's definitely got variety to it. Ooh, some good hits from these Hellborn, but I think there needs to be more Hellborn, honestly. The if you're not gonna have the I do like this. The Superstone goes down right next to the Shroud Stone that's at the Vision Camp. Quickly gets focused down though, so I don't think it got enough damage done. But that's all damage that wasn't done to the army, so it's can't be that bad. Oh no! What's getting caught over here? 3 vectors find the 4th, 5th shrine for Wriggle. And they're going to continue doing damage to it while while Wriggle's army is preoccupied with all these vectors up in the north here. Finally, a couple of units are going to chase them all away. Effigy, please. Effigy. Uh-oh. Oh, Archangels. Uh-oh. Effigy, please. Oh, and they're just move commanding. Okay, so, but it's still good to see that the Archangels aren't affected when they're in the sky from the Magmadon stomp on the ground. Ah, and so many huge connections here from the Archangels. The Archangels do manage to avatar once they're on the ground. They're going to walk into the main. Are they going to get any damage done, though? Oh, no. Woo! Okay, yeah, this Archangel is getting fantastic connections, but no, the Avatar runs out. And yeah, the Weavers are going to start doing a whole bunch of damage to it. Aren't quite able to get rid of it, though. Alright, Wriggle kind of rotating back up to the north just to see where everything's at. I think those fiends did see the Archangel that were still leaving. Vision Camp's gonna go down, easy peasy. And we are up to tier 3 over here for you. Let's see a couple of Surged Legion Hall, Surged Starforge. Again, a couple of link nodes, but they're not. There we go. Now we see them getting turned into strike nodes, which is nice, but it's defensive. And I get that you want to be defensive with your arrays, but I think more than Static D, like Yu's got the upper hand right now. He needs to make the Infernal economy suffer before it gets too out of control here. Or as the Viceroy for the Trade Federation in Episode 1 of Star Wars said, "This is getting out of hand!" I always like those guys for some reason. triple Archangels coming on by. Just so that the Gaunts can tickle them with their axes. Alright, Archangels do a Meteor Smash. The Shrine does get cancelled. Yeah, and they're just one-shotting these Gaunts. No big engagements yet. Oh, I like this. Oh, yeah, there's a StarCraft 2 trophy. That's, well, where's the other one, though? Oh, he's got another one showing up over here in the other ninja base. I like it. I like it, I like it. I like seeing Celestials expand a lot. I don't know why, but I really do. Strike nodes are good. They are really good. Being on yellow power, not so good. But, strike nodes are very nice, but they're very much like... They're very much outranged by something that an Infernal player is going to have a lot of anyway. And they have 200 health. And they are heavy. So really, a Hellborn's going to kill them in 3 hits. But I mean, if you mix the Gaunts in with that, then 2 hits. Gaunts and Fiends for that matter, but... Yeah, and the Hellborn are going to outrange them. So, as much as I appreciate those, as much as I appreciate these strike nodes guarding the array, I don't know that they're going to be as effective as you is hoping that they will be. All right, the Vector's going to try and sneak into this third here. The Fellhogs, the good boys, the bestest boys, are going to catch him in the act. And there's just so much static B here that's going to buy some really good time. Superstone goes down, and the Vector's like, nope, don't want any of this. They're going to be kiting. I don't think they... Oh, did they go back? They did go back. Oh, no, they Tokyo drifted all the way back over to the third. But yeah, it looks like there's a whole lot of damage going on in the upper left corner here. So another fight that I kind of missed. But yeah, that's like Static B is weak in Stormgate, and I actually like that. I like that Static B is weak in an RTS, but it's still there just to give a little bit of extra oomph. Oh, will this? Oh, get it, Shroud Stone. Nope, doesn't get it. Oh, these imps are gonna see the fiends are gonna see the migration of prisons though. And oh buddy, 4 more arcanes that still need to smash down. 2 more smashes go down. Oh man, great connections from those Shadow Flyers actually. And that's quite a few stacks. Yeah, that's 5 stacks of Corrosive Guts. Ay ay ay. What are these arrays doing? And why are those Gaunts not on Shroud? They need to be getting the Infests. There we go. Holy smokes. Yeah, now I think Wriggle understands just how far U has spread out across the map. There we go. And the Weaver shows up, so the Weaver's going to be a good detector, and they can start focusing down the StarCraft 2 GSL trophy. But I think we really need, more than anything, is an effigy forward here, because these, I don't know. Magmadon's tanky, but not tanky enough to just sit there and take damage from the strike node for free. Hellborn are going to do the best damage that they can against these Archangels, which are heavy. So it's 60 damage a shot. Come on, Flappy. Come on, Flappy. Nice. I love this Shroud Highway. I love that Shroud Highway. Alright. Alright, so the Inferno's gonna go back into his, this is like the free parking space in Monopoly. Like, you just get, it's just so much, it's so good. Oh, my Meteor Smashes, though. So much AoE going down. Look at all this damage over time in the Spicy Craters. We've seen some of the Archangels activating their avatar. Doing fantastic area of effect damage. A couple of them need to find somewhere else to go, though. Yeah, this shrine is not long for this world. They all take off at once, turn 360 degrees, and they're going to moonwalk out of the Infernal Natural. But are they going to go heal up, is the next question. I don't think they want to just hang out and take damage from all these gaunts. They've got to do something. Gaunts are going to keep chasing them, and these are the fast gaunts. Yeah, I think we just need one meteor smash on those gaunts, and they'll be okay. Oh, shadow flyers! Okay, they get some connections. Now, is this going to put you into red power? Let's check. No, I still see green power. I still see the green lines underneath. Ooh, sides are out now. We don't see sides all too much these days. Light mechanical. Here we go. Oh, he's got the. No, that's just the passive. It's not the upgrade for it. Oh no! 5 out of 12 imps. There were great connections by the shadow flyers, though. You can tell by the debuffs they have going on there. Nice, and a bunch of them were taken out too. Not bad for the gaunts. Teams are going to start taking out these power banks. Yeah, once the power banks start going down, that becomes something that's quite problematic. Ooh, the global shroud spell goes down. I forget the exact name of it, but global shroud is super good because there's no effigies to kill. Stops coming out forward out of the Magnetons, but avatared archangels are resilient, so they don't get stunned. And there's the GG from you. There's too much showing up at his doorstep. All the archangels evaporating. Wriggle's gonna put a point on the board. GG's, guys. All right, guys. Game 2 here in the best of 3 between Wriggle and you. Here we go. Best of 3. That's how you know it's good. And Wriggle starting off with a Conclave first. Pretty nice. Hexen already sent a skull over to the lower left, and I think he's got a pretty good idea that that's where you's at. That's where you is. That is just butchering the English language, and I cringe to say that out loud. But that is where you is, instead of where you are. It should be you. Anyway, you. I'm never gonna forgive you for this, man. I'm never gonna forgive you for this name that you've chosen intentionally to trip people up. Interesting natural expansion here. Or interesting first expansion. Oh, but he's building it... Oh, I always build mine like right here. Because I think that's the intended spot for it. But I guess it's easier... It'd be way easier to reinforce actually if you build a... if it starts getting attacked, you can throw down an emergency stone right there. We see anything coming out just yet? Nah, nothing yet. 3 prisms, 2 on the Therium, 1 array right there. Yeah, we're doing fine. Looking good, as the kids say. 3rd shrine going down at the natural. I know I'm just gonna end up calling this the natural, not the 3rd. So that is. It'd be like that. I'm actually really surprised. Like why? Oh! It's to. They built this shrine. Wriggle built this shrine first, so that way it wouldn't the build location wouldn't get blocked by the Therium. I quite like that actually. I like it a lot. Okay, and what are we seeing? We're seeing a creation chamber. Oh, Starforge is already coming up. Yeah, and it's got to be recall. Yep. There's the recall research getting activated. Skull coming on back home, and the Gaunt Festival plus the Hexen should be taking out that health camp here pretty soon. Looks like Plague X's have been researched. Oh man, taking the direct damage on the Gaunts though. I don't know about that one. But every single one of those slimes does turn into a fiend, so it's all good. Gaunts don't stick around to regenerate health, but that makes sense. They could stick around and you know, chill out in the health camp and enjoy their well-deserved sauna, or they can keep on taking camps, generating fiends. Yeah, it's the quickest way to make supply for the Infernals without actually having to build anything, which is pretty wild when you think about it. The Venom traps. I love seeing people throw down Venom traps. It's so good. Like it provides vision, it does damage, it provides infest, and usually people are floating, they're maxed out on energy on their Hexen anyway, so you might as well burn some energy putting down Venom Traps. I think it's really good. Especially against units that don't, like, quickly heal, like Celestial units. Vanguard, I think Infest is less effective as a damage dealer just because they'll usually have medtechs with them, and medtechs will heal bio, they'll nano swarm heal mech units. It's just, Vanguard just has a better answer to it, I think. Alright, bunch of vectors cruising around. Oh, where are they going? Where are they going? Oh, one Venom Trap activated. I like to see that. No! Okay, good connection on that Venom Trap, though. Stomp's going on down for the Magmadon. Magmadon's going to try to get back on the Shroud as quickly as possible to get that regen. There we go. Has quite a bit of good regen for the white health. Yeah, look at how fast it's going to be going up there. Cruising on up there. You know what? The more I like theory craft this, I wonder if it's better to like plug up this entire on-ramp with production structures and then having your units like filter out from here. Like make the only assaultable avenue of attack into your base be through that health camp, so that way your units are fighting while they're in their own health camp and on their own shroud. I think that could be really strong, but you'd have to really saturate that that natural high ground with other stuff. Does the Hexen live to throw down a Venom Trap? He does. She does. Little Vector Squad bopping back and forth. Vector, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they infest you? It's too bad we don't see any fiends. I would say that fiends are, man, fiends are so useful. No, not the imp. I was gonna say that fiends are like really cool when you can, if you just like steal them from control group and have them camp on the enemy's camps, just because they cost you nothing, and it's kind of annoying to for an opponent to send one army unit off to go deal with it. Like even one vector is, it's a lot more firepower than is necessary to take out a fiend. But if you want to keep the camp, that's what you got to do. Does he know? Does he know? Does Wriggle know that Yu's on the high ground? He will soon. There it is. Oh, but then that means that Yu knows that there's nothing defending the natural here. He's going to jump on top of this Hellborn. The Hellborn gets absolutely evaporated. Vectors are going to continue into the main. Are we going to see a Superstone get dropped? No, there's not enough Animus for it. The Magmadon stomps way too far away. Oh, now all these vectors are going to link up with the low ground vectors, and they're going to take down this shrine. Luckily, there weren't any imps mining off of it, but yeah. A couple of mags clearing the way so that reinforcing this, fourth is a little bit easier if he does decide to make another fourth. I don't know that he will, though. Yeah, we've only got 7 out of 12 imps on there. 16 out of 12 there. Alright, that's not terrible. Oh no, vectors! Oh, but the scan revealed the Venom Traps. Cancelled instead of killing the shrine was nice. Not the most possible damage, but it'll be alright. So the vectors just decide to move out. They're like, you know what? You're expecting me to attack there now. It's time for the vectors to leave, come back, and find a different angle of attack, and go forth from there. Are they going to find this other shrine, though? They've been really good at taking on shrines. No, they're just going to cause huge issues for the Infernals. as they're trying to take the level 2 speed camp along with trying to face down the vectors that keep on just doing so much damage, so much hit and run. No, so much harass, but you need... Are you going to throw down a super stone? No, the imp gets taken. Alright, yeah, the vectors are trying to do damage to this, the Magnodon, but it's not going to work. And as long as the Magnodon's the front line, yeah, the Gaunts can continue to do damage with their bouncing axes. That was kind of cool that one of the vectors turned into a fiend as it was in line to get healed. It's so satisfying. Alright, so it's a lot of Magmadons, but we still don't have a good, like... I don't know. I think the... Is Molten Touch on? No. There's no Molten Touch yet. Oh, no! Vector's doing a great job screening out those Shadow Flyers so that they don't, so the Shadow Flyers don't get good connections against the Archangels. Nice lash there from the Weaver, but okay. Oh, it does manage to make it out. That's good. Oh, but the Weavers are all lightly armored, so they're gonna be taking bonus damage from the Vectors. I think the Vectors have the exact same damage profile as the Gaunt. The difference is that they fire 3 shots single target as opposed to the Gaunts. Where's the bouncing axes? Yeah, so the Gaunts do significantly less damage. Oh no, the Magmadon goes down. Yeah, so the Vector fires 3 full-strength shots at a single target, whereas a Gaunt fires a single full-strength shot at the first target, and then the bouncing axes do 25% damage to the next 2 targets. The difference is that you get 2 Gaunts per charge when you train Gaunts. So does the math work out? Is it? I think it's good in an asymmetric way, but it's still like it still feels like Vectors absolutely obliterate the Gaunts. Huge meteor smashes coming on down. There's enough Hellborn, though, and the Hellborn have spread out enough that... Oh, look at these Shadow Flyers. They're going to be able to make good connections. They do take out another Archangel. What a gigantic scrap in the middle of the map here. These Therium patches are just the Thunderdome of combat. So many Hellborn raining down shots on all the structures, doing bonus to... Well, oh no, they're not going to stick around to do bonus damage to that Arc Ship and... Oh no, we do see more meteor smashes though. The Hellborn turn around and say, that's fine, if you want to sit down and dance, we can do that. One more volley should take out this Archangel. Down it goes. Avatar not. Yeah, these Archangels are going to be taking so much damage from these from the Hellborn. The Superstone actually managed to survive that, and that was a lot of Archangels to vanish right there. You just lost so much value of army, but is still ahead. Wriggle is still behind by about 10 supply. But I think that's, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon, but now these Hellborn can just slowly start working on all these structures. Oh. Saber-chan, what are you doing here? Getting turned into scrap is what? Oh man, we just can't tell. We just don't know how much power you has, other than going over here and looking at the underglow from some of these structures. But there's no knowing the numeric value of power right now, because in this patch, I don't know if something broke or not, but in this patch, a Celestial player in the replay overlay will always have 50 power. So it's hard to say what exactly they'll. Oh no! Will they get it? The Fiends don't manage to get it. Archangels here in the lower right corner, though, they do manage to spot this this new territory that Wriggle is wanting to get, because Wriggle is probably going to be mining out of the... in fact, I'm surprised he hasn't mined out of his main yet. Oh, huge meteor smashes, though, on the 5th. Yeah, and these Shadow Flyers are going to be sticking around to There we go. No, get the Shadow Flyers on him! No, are they going to be able to catch him, though? No, the Shadow Flyers move speed is 6. Archangel move speed is 5.5, so they will eventually catch him. But if it's 0.5, yeah, they definitely have enough opportunity to get somewhere safe. Vector Squad getting ready to roll up. Using that scan to blink to the low ground is fine. Alright, so what's the next play here? Oh, the Archangels are causing mischief over here with the Therium Shrines. Yeah, and that is a lot of Therium. But you's back up to an almost maxed out army. 251 supply out of 300. This is not going to have much of an option but to just go forth and kill. A lot of Archangels coming on by. Oh no, this is just Gaunts that can fire up. Just 2 Gaunts. Oh no, never mind, there's Hellborn. This actually could be kind of scary. Ay, ay, ay. Hellborn taking down the array. And down it goes, but the Archangels are going to come back, and I guess they decide to use most of their Meteor Smashes on the Shrine. They get Avatared up to do their bonus damage, or their AoE damage. Magmadons do try to stomp on forward and get and move the Archangels around, but when the Archangels are actually on Avatar, they have the Resilient tag, so I think they, or maybe it's something to do with their push priority, but I know they don't get pushed around when they're in Avatar mode. Oh man, there's another big fight over here, but yeah, that dragon took some damage, more than just a chip, that's for sure. All right, here comes the infernal aggression. Wriggle is down by about 60-70 supply, and he's gonna have to make quite a showing if he wants to do a bunch of damage here. We'll have to see if it works, though. You know what I would like to see? What I would have liked to see is a Harbinger landing and then throwing down a permanent effigy right here in the middle. Global Shroud spell goes off, and now it's the Hellborn in the back are going to continue to try and do damage. I think that was most of the Archangels that's already been wiped out. And the dragon's getting chased back by all these sides. Is he gonna pop? Yeah, he's down to almost no health whatsoever. Don't stop moving, dragon! Don't stop moving, dragon! Dragon dies. Womp, womp, womp. So yeah, the Wriggle offensive here brought him down to 66 supply to use 200. Not the best trade he could have taken, but yeah, and you still like happily mining here. Is there another array up? Not just yet. You know what? I wouldn't hate a oh no, because if he puts a Shroud Stone on the high ground, then the Strike Node will be able to shoot up at it. It is very interesting how high ledge mechanics work in Stormgate, different from other RTS. Alright, these power banks are doing their absolute best to keep everything charged up, but yeah, the power banks are very... There's a lot of units that need a lot of power. They're not able to keep it, like, yeah, they're all dry right now. They're all just completely dry. Wriggle, though, decides not to tap out. He's gonna stick with it. He's gonna keep on rebuilding his army. But from what... Okay, so that base is still mining. This third is still mining. The fourth is still mining. But it's... So it looks like it's just the main and the natural that are mined out. Luminite, anyway. Yeah, all these imps are just gonna go down. Where do I hear that from? Okay, there it is. Yeah, Sovereign's Watch going down on the high ground Shroud Stones. Archangels stomp on down, manage to get all the imps, and this is gonna be, yeah, that's most of the Luminite mining for Wriggle. Ay ay ay. Meanwhile, U's floating 1.7k Luminite. Ay ay ay. Wriggle is starting to come back, though. U's only up 30 supply from that last big fight, So Wriggle's up about, what, 60 almost? 50? So the growth is definitely in Wriggle's favor, but we'll see. We'll see if he manages to stick with it. It's just a matter that yeah, Wriggle's getting like so Luminite starved. He needs that cash to be able to spend, but really it's not happening. He's got so many workers over here on the Therium, which is nice, but again, that's not his limiting factor. Oh, and the strike node's gonna get a lot of work done here, unless an effigy gets thrown down, which it needs to get thrown down. That white health regen is too good not to take. You see a bunch of Archangels that manage to stomp down here and take out, well, I guess if not all the imps, then most of them. Yeah, look at all these imps that are having to run away from the Archangels, and they're just getting one shot by the bonk stick. Okay, and Wriggle's cleaning up the Celestial presence over here in the lower right. Are these Archangels still moving around? Yep, they're still moving around. Still taking quite a bit of damage, though. And Wriggle decides to GG out. Yeah, he knows that these Archangels are just not going to... They just won't go down to, what is that, 8 Gaunts? And they're just going to come back, and he's slowly just being starved out. Alright, GG's, EU ties up the series. Alright guys, here we are in Game 3 between you and Wriggle. Whoever wins advances on to the quarterfinals of the Franken Algorithm or Stormgate tournament number 1. Clock of the Irish. So yeah, nothing really mind-bending here. It's just a standard Hexen coming on forward to scout. Sees just really standard stuff. A single morph core is gonna trade water balloons with this Hexen, but yeah, this turns into a creation chamber. Hexen's not gonna be able to really do any damage to anything, especially when there's green power. He's taking a bit of damage though. There we go. Now we see the teleport back home. Ritual Chamber's not researching anything just yet. There we go. Here come the Plague Axes. And is it going to finish by the time they get over to the health camp? Maybe. It's researching pretty quickly, actually. Vault going down in the natural of Wriggle. What do we have going on over here? Use throwing down an early ascension matrix. That's probably going to be for the vector recall. Yeah, we already see the Starforge out. There's the first vector popping out. Cool, cool, cool. I wonder if this is just like the mandatory build that you have to... This is the mandatory build order. Like you have to use vectors against Infernal if you play Celestial now. Just because Argents get wiped off the map. And they're so prone to that AoE. Same with Sabers for that matter. That and like Sabers have no escape potential. Like it's just you end up losing so much so many sources each time one of those dies. No. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna go for the Hexen? No, he doesn't go for the Hexen. Can one vector take on 2 Gaunts, though? Apparently. No! Hexen does go down. And the Fiends catch it, though. And the Fiends catch the vector. No, it's able to blink out of there. Oh, the drama. Alright, Gaunts are just going to refill the Fiend count here from the Speed Camp. The third's already up and mining here for Wriggle. 3 out of 12 workers, not bad. 3 out of 12 on the natural. I know in my heart that filling up one base at a time is suboptimal. Like you want the imps to have the shortest travel time, so this base refills that Luminite mine, this base refills that Luminite mine. Everything like kind of fills where it's at. And that makes sense. But it's much easier to just hit W and then right-click on a mine or Ethereum patch, and then all of the imps that are made just go to that. It lets you saturate it super quickly. Oh no! Oh no! Not the vectors in the worker line. It is what's happening though. Fiends rushing on forward, but they're going to be taking that bonus damage from these vectors. All the vectors getting infested though. Oh, are we going to see a kill? Yep, that one went down. Turns into a fiend. All right, now that Shadow Demon. Okay, the Shadow Demons were going to start fighting both of them at once, but it's like that got held off. Now the vectors are back at home, getting healed up. I don't hate it. Alright, now they want to get back on the map, but Wriggle wants to keep on getting all these resources from the camps, but yeah, just knowing that the vectors showed up and are going to start attacking the are going to start capturing this Vision camp is pretty good, but no, the vectors get all the way back into the back of the Luminite mine again. That's 1 imp, 2 imp, 3 imp, 4. Couple of gaunts, why not? Teleport over the trees. Superstone going down. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill. Okay, it does get one. Oh, and they recalled all the way back. Holy recall. That was a recall. I was thinking, it's like, where did they didn't blink because I didn't see the effect and I didn't hear the noise. That was a really far recall. I like that one, actually. Alright, so what happens from this? Are we going to see at the Ritual Chamber? We got Flame On Imps coming online. That'll be really nice just because the oh no. Just because the vectors love to go after the love to do that hit and run in worker lines. So if you make your workers a little bit spicier, then maybe the vectors will think twice before they hop in and endanger like an entire entire convoy of vectors. Alright, refilling the fiends there. I like it. But are we going to see anything change here out of... oh, the Legion Hall is still coming online, but it's slow building. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. What are the stats on Shatter again? Oh no, Pegasus Core Button Tooltip Shatter Button Trait. Just as I suspected. Ay, ay, ay. By the way, for those that don't know, or maybe if you're new to Stormgate, Shatter is what happens when look at the Hellborn when it does this little Kamehameha ball, fireball. When the ball lands, you see how it kind of like splats on the ground. When that ball of fire splats on the ground, that's called Shatter. It's because that Christmas ornament of death shatters on the ground. Avatar's activated on this Archangel, but he's surrounded by, or was surrounded by Magmadons that were doing good anti-heavy damage to it. Permanent Effigy goes down, and now Yu's in trouble. Yeah, there's really no counterattack potential here out of Yu. Yu is in quite a supply lead though. Oh, but this array needs to float anywhere else. I think it can still get away though. Yeah, it doesn't get infested, right? Yeah, infestation doesn't apply to buildings. Ooh. Projectiles definitely apply to gaunts though, and that one gaunt does go down. These two Hellborn, being able to lob in shots are basically effectively zoning out the vectors from popping in and doing a bunch of damage. But I think it looks scarier than it actually is. Those vectors weren't taking all that much damage from the Hellborn. The fact that they're light armored means that they're taking the least possible damage from the Hellborn shots that it is to take. Granted, you don't want to sit there and just eat the Hellborn shots forever, but it's not as... Ooh, the triple stomp on these two Hellborn. Absolutely worth it. But now we see the Magmadons coming on forward, doing their musical chairs around the Archangels. Archangels managed to take off. Well, one manages to take off and live. Is that one gonna live? It does. Manages to land too. Oh yeah, barely lives. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, but now we're gonna see the Vectors come back over the third. The Felhog army, hashtag Felhog Nation, is gonna rise up and shoo the Vectors back. But you know what? Taking out Felhogs, if you take out enough of them, it actually can matter quite a bit. Because look, Wriggle's now, his max supply is 159, now to 163. Each Felhog that you kill temporarily takes away from the max supply of the Infernal player. So, yes, the Felhogs are free units, but killing them is it still does, like, I wouldn't say damage, but it's not just killing a free unit like a Broodling or something. Oh, Flame Imps! Did you see that one that was going Superman for a second there? It froze into Superman pose. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, Vectors are going to rotate out. No, it looks like they do recall all the way back into the natural, but looks like there's still army waiting for them there. Okay, and the Archangel, little 1-2 punch of Archangel Vector are going to hang out here right outside of the speed camp in front of Wriggle's base. But what are they going to do? They're going to... No, imps, evacuate! Oh, man, yeah, this is going to be every single imp getting smoked. Is this enough? No, I think the Archangels are just a little bit too fast. Yeah, they'll be able to get out of there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Gaunts are fully upgraded, that's good. Just had to double check. I know they would be by 11 minutes, but you never know. Sometimes people forget. Nice Hellborn shots landing on these Vectors here. Yeah, it looks like everything is going to be taking that damage over time. These power banks also underneath of the arc ship they regenerate power. I mean, somewhat quickly, but they're running a little bit low. I'm wondering if oh no! So many meteor smashes into the Hellborn. Magmadons start stomping though, and they make their way forward. All the avatars activate, but this is a lot of anti-heavy DPS going down. No, don't let him get away. Does he get away? No, just barely doesn't. Right as Molten Touch expires, that was the last tick for the Archangel to die. Oh no, this Vector's in timeout. Okay, no, he does manage to free himself. He can go back to taking cookies from the cookie jar. But yeah, it looks like it's just 5 Vectors doing great anti-air damage to the Shadow Flyers. Gets the cabbage. Nicely done. Nicely done. But has the Infernal player noticed that array yet? I don't think so. There we go. Getting that passive core health regen. So good. So good. You know, I'd be really interested to see if there was some kind of an in-game overlay where I could see army unit combined HP, because the Infernals tend to have high unit counts, and that global buff is better at affecting multiple units than it is like 2 or 3 really high HP units. I wonder what the global HP regen of the Infernal army is right now. It's got to be pretty wild. Oh no, but the Archangels come back, and yeah, this shrine is definitely gone. Pop goes the shrine. A couple of Gaunts are going to try and do some damage here, but again, the Gaunts just don't do all that much damage against anything. No, but the I don't know what the Magmadons are going to catch here. Okay, but this Magmadon does find everything that's happening over here in the top left corner. I really appreciate the surges that are happening on these nodes, just because once that structure dies and it becomes unsurged, you still get that power back as a Celestial. It's not like it costs you anything long term. Oh man, these Archangels have been doing work. They've been getting their money's worth. Yeah, and it's definitely showing. You is ahead by what, 50-ish supply. Another shrine goes down. Imps are mining. Vectors are harassing. The world goes round. Everything as planned. Alright, yeah, Molten Touch does happen there. Whoa, these Magmadons actually getting stomps? They're actually connecting with stomps against vectors? You never see that. That must have been you looking somewhere else for the moment. These Archangels are again going to go around the edge of the map. Are they going to come over and take out this shrine again? I bet you they will. Oh no, but they're already seeing the imps are trying to get out of there. Yeah, that was interesting placement for the Meteor Smashes. Yeah, and the Infernal Army is going to rotate back up to the north here, but it's so slow going for them. More Meteor Smashes. And they've still got energy for one more Meteor Smash apiece. They really wanted to use it, but I don't think they do. Yeah, this is a scary amount of Hellborn and Magmadon. They just want to say, look, I'm more mobile than you. We're the flying units, so this really just sucks for you. That's all there is to it. Vectors! Nah, that dragon's pretty tanky. It's fine, it's fine. Archangel taking quite a few Hellborn hits, actually. And the Magmadons are going to stomp and interrupt that. Oh, I didn't know that they interrupt the telegraph attack out of the Shadow Mastics. That's kind of cool. What is providing that? Is it the dragon? Is the dragon providing that high ground vision? No way. Now the question becomes: is you gonna sally forth and meet his meet the aggressors at his front door? I guess the answer is no. High ground strike nodes are gonna get quite a bit of damage done, but we don't see an effigy just yet. Oh, I think he's got to wait for the rest of the Hellborn to show up, but the Hellborn are trying to chunk down so many Archangels. 248 supply worth of Archangels, a couple of sides, and a whole bunch of Vectors. Yeah, this one. Wait, positive might. Okay, I gotcha. Looks like, yeah, the Archangels are slowly getting cleaned up, and now, like, going from 246 to 138, the gigantic swing in supplies here has been pretty nuts, actually. Oh no, Side's getting in close to the dragon! No. No, it's got 21 health left. It's regenerating like crazy with the white health, but... Ooh, lordy. I can't believe that dragon survived, honestly. Sovereign's Fury coming off of this array, trying to take down the Magmadon. Magmadon needs to start stepping on Shroud, but I don't know what this bug is where we see Shroud happening where it isn't, but it is there. And finally the array gets shut down. But the supplies aren't all that different. Wriggle is ahead, but not by much. Does he have enough that he can finish the game? Maybe. Actually, yeah, this Luminite mine is gone. Still working on that one. And this one... Oh, the array just got deleted from this one, and it never got rebuilt. Ah, no, that's pretty bad. These Archangels are taking out the shrine, though, so I think they're going to try and distract from the main assault here, but... There's already so much in place. I don't know how you distract from this. Hellborn landing a lot of good shots. But these power banks are pretty well recharged, so I think that's going to be a lot of healing for you. But yeah, now Wriggle's just kind of like hanging out in the front of Yu's base, and he's not pouncing yet. I think he very much could pounce if he wanted to. Oh, Archangel decides to do a Meteor Smash right next to a Shroud Stone, and it gets killed. All right, Hellborn's starting to do damage to the structures here. Very interesting that the power banks get. I mean, I think they get affected by Molten Touch. Yeah, they do. They do get affected by Molten Touch.
What?
I guess I knew that actually. It was in like was it like in 0.3 that there's the old graphic, the old visual effect for the Hellborn Molten Touch, where you'd see this huge fire tornado that was like bigger than the structure shoot up into the sky. It actually looked really sick. But so yeah, I guess I did know that Molten Touch affects buildings. But hey, there's always patches coming out. You never know how they're gonna change things. Those wacky weirdos at Frost Giant. Oh, come on, Shadow Flyers. Oh no, because as soon as they do damage, all those sides are going to activate their ability. Alright, so we are seeing Argents come out now. Are they fully upgraded Argents? No, they don't have one upgrade Argents. Yeah, I think this is just you slowly getting strangled. Slowly getting contained. Yeah, like Wriggle has expanded over here. He's getting all this. He's expanded over here, getting all that. Getting all that. This is... Oh, the collection array is actually, like, under construction. That's good to see. Oh no, so many Archangels coming on forward. Are they going to take out this shrine? I think they will, but it won't matter all that much. There's really not much mining off of it. The Imps are getting Therium, but it's... No, man! Whoa, no! That's a lot of Archangels going down. Yeah, and the Dragon's going to be doing so much damage. Nice Sovereign's Watch going down there, but... Yeah, that, this array wasn't long for the world anyway, once it got spotted. Really, though, what do you do? What do you do to prevent that as you? I mean, you could probably take a more diagonal route back to your own base, but that probably results in more dead Archangels, so is it worth losing the array? Maybe, but taking eco damage at this point in the game is pretty rough. Pretty spicy proposition. So many Argents over here. Are they gonna finish off the... No! They did the pro gamer thing. They didn't finish off their primary target. Ay, ay, ay. And these prisms aren't cheap either. And they're going down to so much eco damage that's happening to you. He's just unable to keep rebuilding. Unable to keep, yeah, getting resources in consistently. Wriggle's just everywhere on the map at once. I will say these Archangels, though, have done a fantastic job of being very threatening. Superstone going down here. But this isn't going to be doing any eco damage to Wriggle. This is just like you Meteor Smash the Hellborn twice and it still lived. So you GG's out. Wriggle takes the series and advances onto the quarterfinals in the Franken Algorithm or Stormgate tournament. #1, the Cluck of the Irish.